This morning I was talking to my parents. We were thinking about how we're already 2/3 through the year. And I was thinking in my mind, have I been keeping my goals? Have I kept to my goals that I made at the start of the year? Have I kept to my resolutions? Have I been consistent and taking action in the things that I need to be doing? And I thought back to 2022. I had this goal of starting YouTube, of being consistent on YouTube and becoming an entrepreneur and becoming an educator. And I was thinking in those times in 2022, I can't do this. I want to do this, but I can't do this. I was lazy. I was making excuses. I was complaining about my life, about my situation, about the things I can't control. I was on my phone from the moment I would wake up. I would be on YouTube watching content, just stupid content. Then I would go onto porn and bust one, and I thought I couldn't stop this. I felt stuck in a cycle, but I wasn't. It was all in my head. I just had to start on my goals. I just had to turn up and be as consistent as I could. But I made all these excuses. I can't do this, I'm that. I'm not a good speaker. I'm not charismatic enough. I'm not confident enough. I don't look good enough. I'm not hench enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not all of these things. I'm not capable enough to do this, to start YouTube, because I had this goal. I wanted to be an impact on this world. I wanted to start YouTube, but I didn't. I just had it in my head. It was just an idea in my head, and it would get beaten out of me by these excuses that I would make, but I couldn't do it. I lived this way. For 2 years I lived this way. I turned up a few times, but it was never consistent. I made a video, I made a script, I edited a few videos and I didn't upload them. One of them I did, but it was never consistent. It was never done in a way of turning up and being consistent. It was just a one-off. I realised I had to, if I wanted to make this happen, if I wanted to make this work, I had to be consistent. Otherwise nothing was going to come from it. It was just going to... You okay, sir? You come through. Starting to rain quite badly. But anyway, with this attitude I had, with this mindset, it was holding me back. It was stopping me from taking action and from achieving my goals. And you're probably doing the same thing. Have you set goals this year which you have not even turned up once to? Have you even started? Have you started this business that you wanted to? Have you taken action? Have you been consistent in the gym? Have you turned up to the gym this year? Have you started to study a subject that you're interested in, that you said you would? Have you started to get out there in the world and grow in your social skills and your relationships? Or have you just been making excuses and staying in this cycle of procrastination, of excuses, as I've said, and complaining and living this nihilistic black pill way of life where you just think everything's against you, you're a victim and you can't do anything good, nothing good's going to happen to you and your life is just an atrocity. No, stop thinking this way, it's destroying you. Look at yourself in the mirror and understand that you could be more than who you are. You're not stuck this way, you are choosing to be stuck. And that's what I had to realise. I had to realise that I am choosing to be stuck in this way of thinking, in this whole attitude that I had, and in these habits. I was choosing to be stuck. You can change. If you just start small and be consistent in the small efforts and push through the pain, you are stronger than what you think. Through that pain, you know, when you just don't want to do it, you think, I can't do it. And you've just got to turn up. You've got to ignore all of that crap That's what I had to do. That's why I'm here right now, is because I chose to ignore it. All of these thoughts of I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not strong, I'm not big enough, I'm not, all of these things that came through my head before I started making these videos. I can't talk well, I'm not charismatic, I'm not confident. You just have to start. You just have to start. You're going to be crap, get better. That's how you have to view it. You've heard the analogy of going to the gym for the first time, and you can't lift 100 kg on bench when you first go to the gym and you've never been before. That's impossible. That is impossible. And it's the same with all skills in life. You can't put on a camera and just think you're going to start talking like some YouTuber who has millions of subscribers, who has been your favorite YouTuber, you know, who you watch. Like, you see these great speakers, these public speakers, you see these people who have done this for a long time. They've been consistent and they've, you know, developed this skill. They didn't just start like that. They didn't. They had to build it by consistency, by improving their skill, by growing, by assessing what they're doing, and just by consistency mainly. Stop being so black-pilled. Stop. It's really limiting who you could be. Stop. You could have an impact on this world. You can change yourself. You can achieve these goals you've got. You can. You might have to make them smaller, because some of you have big goals, too big goals. Like, you want to be a millionaire. You want to be, you know, all of these subscribers straight away. It's like, no. You want to make loads of money on your business as soon as you start. You want to, you know, pass the test when you haven't done anything to be able to pass that test. You haven't studied, you know. You need ambition, yeah, but you also need practice. You need assessment. You need analysis of what you're doing, and how to get better at it is by turning up and doing the small things. So stop making excuses. Stop complaining about your situation. Yeah, you're poor. Yeah, you're skinny. Yeah, you're fat. Yeah, you're ugly. Yeah, you're a bit, you know, you talk a bit funny. Yeah, you have a lisp. Yeah, you don't have all the answers yet. No, no one does. So just turn up, just be consistent, just practice and analyze what you do when you practice, and try and improve it. Don't overthink it. Stop overthinking as well. Turn your brain off about all of these things that you have to think about. It's just turn up, be consistent, and just get that habit built of just being consistent in whatever skill you're trying to grow in. Don't overthink it. Don't think about all the things that come into your head, like, you know, what people think of you, and if the content's good enough, if your thumbnail's perfect, if your website looks perfect, if it's got the good headings, if it's got, you know, all of these things that your brain tries to tell you to think about. It's like, no, stop thinking about those things. They're stupid, especially when you first start out. And even when you're being consistent, don't focus on those things. Focus on the most important work, which is doing the actual thing, selling the product, advertising the product, making the video, turning up on, you know, your study, doing the tests, practicing the tests, all of these things, going to the gym. Don't watch all these science-based lifting things and just like focus on, you need good form, but you don't need to hyper focus on good form, and all of a variety of things that you could focus on. Don't focus on them, just focus on being consistent and getting it done with good form in your gym and with high intensity, but don't overly focus on it. It's stupid. It's not going to make a big difference. It's really not. Just get it done as well as you can. Just start. You've got this. You can be better. You can change. You can grow. You can become more than who you are now. I've realised that in my own life. I didn't think I could do this, what I'm doing right now. I wanted to do this. Back in 2022, I wanted just to be able to come on camera and talk as well as I can. And I'm doing it right now, trying to talk as well as I can. I'm not talking perfectly right now. There's so many things that I could improve on right now. But it's not going to stop me from being consistent. I've got to improve my speaking ability, my articulation, my knowledge, and my understanding of my audience, and, you know, all of these things, my storytelling. These things I need to grow in. But I'm not going to let it stop me from being consistent, because this is how I get better, by practicing. So take this in, take this seriously, because your life depends on it. Your whole life depends on it if you take this seriously. Stop living in this hell in your mind. Stop. God sees you. God cares for you. God loves you. And He doesn't want you to do this. He wants you to get out there and give your everything for Him, for your family, for your future family, for the world. The world needs your contribution. And you have a duty to do that. And it's the adventure of your life. Your life is going to be boring and dull and just an existence that is empty if you keep living by these excuses. You've got to take action. That's what you need to do. Take action. Your goals that you've set, take action. Take action right now. After this video, don't go and watch another video. Take action. Do a small thing. Put out the paper and write your goals if you haven't made your goals. If you have made your goals, if you know that there's something that you need to do, get it done. Turn up for just a little bit and just do it. If you haven't been doing it, just turn up. If you have been doing it, do more. You've got this, bro. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Lord, have mercy on us, help us. Let's go, boys.